Here's Ann. So, good things. Good body position. Your hips and legs are high in the water. You have a really good reach forward, and you're not really raising your head when you turn to breathe. You're raising it slightly, but it's minor. So you can see how your left hand more than your right hand sort of splashes through the water or drags along the surface a little bit. That's what's causing the bubbles as you pull through. And then when you get to the underwater, you'll be able to see the angle with your right hand is angled upwards a little bit as you start the stroke, so you're not getting the full grab or full catch on the water that you could with that hand. The kick timing looks fine. It's sort of going along with your strokes. I don't see any problem with that. Just keep working on the kick as a separate drill. And I'll talk about the catch more when we look at the underwater. The position or the point that you're reaching to with your hands is fine. You're reaching pretty much directly in front of your shoulder, which is where you want to be. Excuse me. So here, what I look at is streamline, when your hips and legs staying in the same line as your upper body, and for the most part they are. There's a little bit of a kick out, just very slight. Probably really not worth trying to work on at this point. Your biggest bang for your buck is going to be working on the catch angles with your arms. And here you can see where your hands are reaching to. So pretty much right in front of your shoulder. That's perfect. So looking at your left arm, that's sort of a straight arm pull down and back. So that's better than the elbow slipping, but the high elbow catch or the early vertical forearm is the one that's really going to get a lot of propulsion out of it. So here you see that right hand, see how it's angled upwards as you start the stroke. At the end of the video, there's a freeze frame where you can see that as you're pulling through. That arm is pulling mostly a straight arm style of swimming as well, but you're going to want to work on the hand positioning a bit. Excuse me. And to a lesser extent, your left hand is doing the same thing. You're doing a good job of pushing all the way through the stroke, so that's good with both arms. And then here, looking at hand position and the line you pull back or the path, those are fine. So the arm motion in the sense of how you pull back is fine. It's just the angle of your hand and forearm you're going to want to work on. So you see the hand sort of pushing through the top of the water a little bit. Hand is angled up slightly right there. And then you start pulling straight down. So here you'd want that forearm and hand to start really going vertical. So what I'm seeing is that forearm and upper arm are just a straight line. So more catch is what you're looking at, or what you want to improve. So that single arm drill is really going to be helpful. Really try to roll the shoulder internally when you're starting your catch. And then a good push through there. So the finish of the stroke is fine. Now looking at your right arm. Good reach. Good rotation, hand is angled up slightly, and then you start the stroke. So that hand is kind of just pushing through the water there. If you can get that hand more in line with your forearm, and then get the forearm itself to do more of a high elbow catch style of swimming, you get more leverage out of that as well. So both arms pulling with the straight arm style, you want to transition to more high elbow catch. Any more catch angle or early vertical forearm you can get is going to improve your speed. And then a good finish through there.